Hey YouTube, what is up? Firefist Backos here to bring you another live reaction for My Hero Academia. This time it's for chapter 96, Home Visit. Yeah, so let's get this started. Oh, nice cover color. Wish that we could always sit back under the soft light filtering through the trees. And it's got All Might and Midoriya just sitting on a bench underneath like a tree with the light coming through. It looks really nice. And then it says, Inherited Spirit and Pride, a color page to celebrate the announcement of the anime's second season. Okay, so the anime is getting a second season. That is awesome. Oh yeah, let's go to the second page. I mean, they basically, it's gonna be 13 episodes for season 1, because the season finale is this Sunday. And as of right now, I think they've done like the first 19 chapters and the first 12. What is this? Oh, that's cool. I can't read Japanese, but okay. They've got like cup holders, keychains, other stuff. I have no idea what that is. They're like, maybe they're like height charts, I would have to guess. I don't know. And then they got like a cup that you can buy as well. Hero Billboard Chart JP. Number of incidents resolved. Degree of contribution to society. Approval rating. Approval. Oh my god. Approval rating of the general populace. Factors such as these are tallied and aggregated, and twice per year the rankings of heroes on active duty are announced. And yet, can you believe it? The secret of the seemingly unshakable #1 hero has not only Japan but even the hero headquarters in America in an uproar. This is the true form of All Might, who has reached the absolute limit of his stamina. As a matter of fact, he has declared that he is retiring from service as a hero. In addition, Best Jeanist, the #4 hero who barely escaped death, is taking a rest from his duties as a hero for an extended period of time. On top of that, Ragdoll, the #32 hero and member of the Pussycats, who enjoyed strongly rooted popularity in the hero community following her abduction, has undergone an abnormal change, and thus her quirk has become unfit for use. Therefore, her hero career has been suspended indefinitely. Okay. So best genus is, so there's gonna be some new rankings. I mean, in the first panel, there's a bunch of static, so I'm gonna guess this is like a TV announcement type thing. And that's just what I'm guessing. I mean, maybe it could be on the radio too, as well, but maybe they're just showing us the TV. In but a single night, many heroes have suffered severe injuries and losses. This is truly God's nightmare. Exactly what will become of Japan from here on out, and what of her heroes? This concludes today's quick news. Continuing on, we have Kahara with today's weather. Mr. Kahara, and we see on the top panel we see people crying. I have no idea if maybe those are the Pussycat Dolls, because there's like the 3 girls and the 1 guy, I believe. Yeah, and right here there's the 3 girls and the 1 guy. Oh, yeah, it must be them, because then they're there and the guy's holding the girl. You see the little kid. Oh, it's a little kid that Midoriya saved. I'd say in the last arc, maybe last, no, 2 arcs ago, when they're in the woods training and everything. Oh, is that like Hero Headquarters, or is that UA? And we get the principal. I have no idea who that blonde-haired person is. Through those sacrifices, an even greater amount of lives were saved. In light of your efforts as citizens, fellow hero, and principal, I cannot thank you enough. So I'm gonna guess this is kind of going to be like a transitional chapter. Although sometimes they do like a couple chapters for that. However, in the eyes of society, although you are continuing your role as teacher at UA, at the very least there will be some dissenting opinions. From the very beginning, the problem was All Might transferring to UA. Everything that transpired can be traced back to that. And now that he is in a state of health where he can no longer fight, isn't the danger of the children being dragged into another perilous situation all the greater? The situation is causing everyone great anxiety. And that is exactly why now, more than ever, we must do everything we can to strengthen the threads you wove for us, All Might, the unwavering faith and confidence in heroes. In the wake of this incident, I have become all too aware the great burden which we forced you to bear all by yourself, just how monstrously large it was. And the threat has not yet been eliminated. From here on out, more firmly and more strongly than ever, we must protect, nurture, and raise the students. And so we shall act accordingly and put in effect a plan of mine which I've been mulling over now more than ever. Blood and I will see to Class B, which suffered more injuries, and All Might and Eraserhead to Class A. Oh, maybe it's home visit, because they're going to their homerooms. Oh no. Okay. For home visits, so they're going to be traveling to their homes, I ask for your cooperation. And he has like a list. To the esteemed family of our students, UA High School transition to all boarding school system, notification of investigation. And then we see like a car, I think it's driving, or it's just sitting there. Yeah, it might be, yeah, it's probably just sitting there because we see like the gate. I can't rock with this. Regardless of whether or not she was seriously injured, the fact that my daughter was put in harm's way under your supervision doesn't change. And now, in the wake of this crisis, as if nothing ever happened, you nonchalantly declare we're having all the students relocate to the dorms? I very much understand your concerns, Mr. Jiro. However, we too, after coming to realize the self-conceit, foolish pride, and negligence which were unconsciously sprouting within us, are now reconsidering our ways and what we are able to do to mitigate any and all risks. I beg of you, just once more, can you place your trust in us and allow us to take your daughter in our care? I promise on my status as a hero and educator that I will raise Miss Kyoku into a splendid hero. Just Gravity Girl's parents? Oh, Jesus. There's a lot of dialogue in this chapter. Although that's something I noticed. There'll be like dialogue. Oh no, this is the girl with the headphone power. She can plug it. For real though, you don't need to bow your head so seriously like that, Mr. Aizawa. For the moment the notification came in the mail, he had already made his decision. After witnessing All Might's epic fight, the old man was totally beside himself. He was all like, hell yeah, to think my little girl is under the tutelage of such a rocking guy. My daughter's shining even brighter than Brian the sun, like for real, while drowning in tears or so I heard. Translation note, Brian the Sun is a Japanese rock band. They performed the ED theme of the My Hero Academia anime. Oh, so the band he's talking about was the band that made the ending. Oh, short. So I apologize. I'm yawning up a storm, but the ending song. Hey, cut that out, Kyoku. I'm trying to make him think I'm a real strict father, so quit blowing my cover. Just can it already, old man. Stop making such a racket. You two, this isn't a punk rock concert. Okay, so like everyone in Kyoku's family basically has like musical powers. Oh, that was cool. I didn't even notice that. She like opened the door with her headphone jack ears. I came into this prepared for a hell of a lot more criticism and reproach. At any rate, let me treat you to a drink. Now that doesn't sound like the Aizawa I know, but that won't be necessary. I don't drink anyway, not to mention, given who we're visiting at the next home? Are they like visiting some alcoholic dude? Maybe he has like some alcoholic powers or something like that. I don't think there is somebody like that. Oh, I don't think it will go quite as smoothly as the first. Ah, no problem. Oh. They're at Kachin's house, Bakugo's house. Ah, no problem. He's all yours. And his mom just slaps him in the back of the head. Sound effect smack. Quit hitting me, you ugly old hag. I'll fucking beat the shit out of you. Shut it, you little punk, since you're such a weak little bitch and got kidnapped. You caused everyone all sorts of trouble. You two, give it a rest already, would you? Acting this way in front of the teachers? They must be taken back by your behavior. Okay, at least now we know where Bakugo Kachin gets his fucking attitude from. Oh my god. That was funny. Oh my god. Oh. Shut the hell up, you shit for brains, Dad. Stay out of this. How about you shut up already, Katsuki? If you have something to say, then say it clearly and properly. Grr. This is certainly a dysfunctional family if I've ever seen one. About my proposition, are you truly willing to comply? The whole dorm thing? By all means, I'd be far better off without him. Our Katsuki? He's always been one to act rashly without a second thought, and of course he just had to be blessed with powerful abilities. And as a result of that, he was always spoiled and pampered by everyone around him, and this is how he turned out. He only ever got shallow praise for what was on the outside. I suppose that's why your words at the interview made me so happy, Mr. Aizawa. This school sees Katsuki for who he really is. That's what I thought. And then we get, there's no one else, get a little flashback panel. There's no one else more in pursuit of becoming the top hero. If the villains perceived that as a weakness to exploit, then I would say that they are being foolish. Holy cow, I'm only on page 10. I'm going on page 11. Damn, there's a lot of dialogue in this. I apologize for this being such a long reaction. There is a lot. For a while there, I'll admit, I was worried. I wondered what would become of my little boy. But lo and behold, he came back home without even a scratch. I'm sure you'll all be dealing with quite a bit of outside pressure for the time being, but I at least am confident that you all know what's best for Katsuki, so I'll trust you and hand him over. Yep. Oh, and then she grabs his head and bows him down. He may be nothing but a helpless brat now, but please work him to the bone and make him a great hero for us. And then we got Eraserhead, and he like pats All Might pats him on the leg, and he looks over, and All Might's like, how about I treat you this time around? Alright, so next on the list looks like Midoriya's place is pretty close by. About that, Aizawa. Oh, I wonder, has All Might told anybody? Like, any of the teachers that at least knew about his power, that he did transfer over his quirk power? All Might? You're next. Just what is Deku to you? Oh boy. I'm sorry, Bakugo, my boy. That's in his inside voice. And then a student, of course. And it showed the flashback panel of Deku crying. This is the one thing I can't expose to anyone. Just like you, I see him as a young aspiring hero, an egg with great potential. Hey, get back in here, Katsuki. The police told you not to go outside. Is that so? Well, if you're so determined not to tell me, then that's fine. But thanks for everything. He knows. Bakugo knows. And so does, Todoroki Shoto. He knows too. Because in like chapter 2021, maybe even 22, the Idia and what's her name? Gravity Girl were talking about how Midoriya and All Might's powers are basically the same, and then Todoroki Shuto looked back and reacted and everything. Are you sure you'll be alright on your own? Yep. It'll be bad if we can't visit all the families before this day is out, right? At this rate, we'll miss dinner time. We can't have that now, can we? I can handle things here, so you should hurry on ahead to the other houses, don't you think? Sorry for this, Aizawa. He just gives him a thumbs up like, yeah. Sign, Midoriya. Okay, come in. Please make yourself at home. And they're both, his mom and Deku are both smiling, are both sweating. Oh. Translation note. Dress shirt is written on Izuku's t-shirt. Okay, and then he's sitting down and there's like a panel above All Might sitting down, and there's like two All Might posters on the wall, and he's looking up at them, smiling. That would be one thing that would be weird. Like, I guarantee that pro athletes go through it all the time, like meeting fans and everything, and you know, especially like if they do charity work with like kids who have like illnesses and stuff. But like, it must feel really good to like find somebody that is a true fan of yours, no matter what. All Might is in our home. Calm down, Mom. And they're both acting the same, and he's just like, awkwardness. I believed you were informed in advance, but I'd like to speak with you about our plan to relocate all the students to the UA dorms. Yes, well, about that, I'm against it. Midoriya looks shocked, but All Might's just like the normal face he is. Oh my god, this live reaction's so long, there's so much dialogue. But Mom, yesterday you said okay. I gave this a lot of thought and I've changed my mind. I can't agree to this. Izuku's quirk never manifested, but even so he still looks up to you and wanted to be like you. And then by some miracle his quirk suddenly appeared, and as a result he was able to enroll in UA. But because all that happened, Izuku, he keeps getting beat up more and more brutally at every turn. Are you aware of the state of Izuku's arm? If he injures it any more than this, he'll never be able to move it again. As for the battle from the other day, I witnessed it on TV. As an ordinary citizen, I could not be more thankful for your heroism. However, as a parent, I'm more frightened than ever. Izuku looks up to you more than ever. Okay, so I believe I believe that maybe All Might will tell his mom that he gave him his power, and that's why he's no longer able to be a hero. If Izuku's fate as a pro hero is as bloody and violent as what I witnessed on TV, if that's what life in his future, lies in his future, and then there's a little flashback, and she's like, "Save me! Have no fear, I have arrived!" And he's running through the door in his All Might costume. Oh, those feels. Them feels. Oh. And then it shows the flashback to her saying, "I'm so sorry, Izuku, I'm so sorry. If only my child had stayed quirkless. If only he had continued to gaze at and admire the hero's efforts like he had been, instead of becoming one himself. Wouldn't Izuku have been happier that way? I can't help but have those thoughts." Oh, this is a pretty long chapter, too. I am going to keep apologizing throughout all my videos for, like, pronunciations and length, because I don't have, like, a video editing software program. Izuku steps up. "Mom! Izuku! I told you before, didn't I? Of course I would always be watching you and cheering you on, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't constantly worry about you. At this rate, everything will end, all of my efforts reduced to zero. You want to continue attending UA, don't you, Izuku? But I have to go back to UA no matter what. I'm sorry, Izuku." I was making light of my mother's feelings. Even though it was the obvious conclusion for her to come to, I'll state this clearly as Izuku's mother and guardian. Given the way things are now at UA, there's nothing there that instills enough confidence in me for me to be able to entrust my son to you. Oh, and then we see All Might's face, a soft-spoken yet resolute refusal. Is this the end of Midoriya Izuku's road to becoming a hero? Chapter 96 end. I am gonna guess, though, at some point, based on what she was saying and how much All Might actually does care about Deku, that maybe to have her change her mind to let Midoriya come, you know, to the UA dorms, that maybe he will tell her that he gave Izuku his quirk, you know, and in this chapter, was a really good chapter, I think so. There's a lot of dialogue, and I apologize for that. Obviously, this video's, I'm looking at the timer right now, it says 29 minutes, so I apologize for the length of this video and the length of all my videos when I do live reactions. I don't really have, like, an editing software or anything, so if I did, I would edit out, like, the breaks in between while pages are loading in the chapters, because for some reason, you know, on manga stream, some of the pages take a while to load, but that was a really good chapter. You know, we got to see, you know, the principal, you know, start his plan to have all of the students, you know, in class A and B move to the dorms at UA. Now, I'm not sure when they would actually move there. Like, if maybe after the first year they're told, you know, you're allowed to move to the dorms. But because of so much that has happened with Stain, with Terumu's attack, you know, the first Terumo attack, and then you had, you know, the teamwork things where, you know, after the villains came, they, you know, teamed up and did like a little exercise where they actually fought pro heroes to kind of give them more of that combat experience and everything, you know. And then they had, you know, that was that at the, yeah, that was right before the sports festival, I believe. And then after the sports festival, we had everything with Stain. And then after that, we had everything with the mountain field trip, where the villain struck again, and that muscle dude happened and everything. You know, so, you know, going into season 2, they've done, like, I think about 18, I think chapter 18, 19 was all just based on last week's episode, because the chapter was called All Might and so is the episode. Now, what I'm gonna guess is that the season finale will probably be chapter 20, 21, and maybe 22. Just roughly guessing. I think it was number 18 or 19. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments down below. But I would guess, you know, the season finale would be the conclusion of the USJ arc and the little dome and everything. We'd see the aftermath of it, you know, and then it would probably get into them announcing that the sports festival is coming and everything. And maybe, you know, then we'll get into the part where All Might and Deku, you know, meet, and basically All Might tells Deku the reason why he's so excited, and he wants Deku to give it his all in the sports festival. He wants them to show that he has arrived. And what better place to do it than the sports festival, because, you know, not to really be like a, you know, a spoiler person here, you know, but, you know, you guys read the manga, so, I mean, unless, you know, you guys just watch anime only and you're watching this, it's stupid, but, you know, all of the pros go there, and they look, they evaluate, you know, for sidekicks, you know, for people that are going to be future heroes and all that other good stuff. And, yeah, so I apologize for this very long live reaction, as always. But yeah, that does this for me. Like, dislike this video. Write down in the comment section down below on what you thought about my video, what you liked and what you didn't like about my video. Once again, I apologize for the length, and I appreciate you guys for sticking through the whole entire thing. Comment down below on what you thought about this chapter. What do you guys think about the announcement that they are getting a second season? Do you guys agree with kind of what I think the season finale will be like, at least based on chapter-wise? Because I know for a while they were just doing a chapter and a half, you know, for episodes. I think except for the first two, they did the half a chapter of the Midoriya origins and everything, you know, to kind of pace it out. I think the pacing has been extremely good. Also comment down below on what you have thought about the adaptation from the manga to the anime. Have you liked it? What things would you change about it? But yeah, that does this here for me. I hope you guys all have a very wonderful and safe day, no matter what you guys decide to do. Subscribe to my channel so you can see all my videos when they come out. Don't text and drive. It's very bad for you. I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it all the time at the end of my videos. And yeah, this is Firefish Backup signing out, and until next time, I'm saying bye-bye everybody, and plus ultra, yeah!